Yeah, so the magnitude of the storm was greater than anything we've ever been through, and quite honestly, most people have ever been through. And so, when we looked at numbers, we realized there was over 20,000 homes flooded just right here in a little 5-mile geography.
From the moment the first trickle come in the house till we were up there and it was 4 feet of water, it was only about an hour time went past.
When the storm ends, everybody knows what's out there. You kind of know what to do and where to go. Point your car in that direction and there'll be something to do.
When we left the property, I thought everything was just done. I never imagined rebuilding. I never imagined anything in the house being salvageable. It was surreal. I mean, it was almost like you were in a dream and it wasn't happening to you.
I happened to pass the Dickinson Little League ballpark, and I saw that the park was in a bit of disrepair. The image of the ballpark being damaged after my own son having playing there was pretty powerful.
Devastation of this storm was much greater than just our local community. It hit the entire area of Greater Houston. We were still trying to determine, how much could we do and what really could we do for this community. We've come to call that geography the 4B area, Beltway and a beach and a bay and a Brazoria County. That kind of gives us those 4 Bs.
You're just reacting to there's a lot of work to be done and just go in and do it. And like a lot of people, we just ended up at people's houses, cleaning up and then finding another house to go to and cleaning up there until things got organized later in the week.
8 Days of Hope, which is a national organization out of Tupelo, Mississippi, they were in our community. They came in as a rapid response group to help muck out houses from the very beginning.
In our initial conversations with 8 Days of Hope, we knew that we wanted to do a community project in the 4B area, and we thought the Dickinson Little League project would be a way to positively impact a lot of the kids.
I had a neighbor that come over at one point, and he gives us the 4B network card. That weekend, my wife's son was getting married in Galveston. We're down there at the wedding, and the wife comes running up to me. She looked hysterical, and she said, "Baby, there's a crew on the way to the house right now." A couple came out, and they looked at the house and wrote down a whole bunch of things, and they started measuring everything, and we started getting excited. This was as organized as it could be. These people had a plan. They put it together. I mean, thousands of people feeding them, getting them where they need to go.
The scope of 8 Days of Hope, with the amount of people involved, the organization was a lot more corporate, if you will. There's a lot of layers of people trying to make sure that everything got done correctly.
It was pretty overwhelming. Having so many organizations there trying to help parents and kids.
I think they said they had 49 states and even a couple of foreign countries represented in the people that came down here.
To go out and help total strangers, that's just mind-boggling.
4B Disaster Response Network really came about to mobilize a network of churches to reflect the gospel of Jesus Christ to families and homeowners that were affected by disaster within our 4B area.
My way of showing love and service to people is by doing things. I can't go hug people and I can't go talk to people and comfort people, but I can go help you with this task.
I'm not a religious person. This makes me feel a lot better about religion in general. I remember back in church they said, don't be a Christian, be Christ-like, and what I'm seeing is Christ-like,
One thing that this thing told me is that here or in other areas, there's always something that you can do.
We wanted to create an organization that wasn't going to walk away after the adrenaline subsided, but that was going to continue to walk the marathon with these homeowners.
These people enjoyed what they were doing. Everybody that was there wanted to be there.
It was a wonderful event, and I think there were a lot of people positively impacted by it.
They've made such a huge impact on the community.
I would think that when the next opportunity comes, I'll probably play a part in some way. I don't think God will let me not.
Without the help of the 4B Disaster Network and 8 Days of Hope, I don't know if my family would have ever been back in their home.
We wanted to create an organization that wasn't going to walk away after the adrenaline subsided. We were going to have to invite people around the nation and locally to stay involved in this process of recovery for the long haul.